Privatization means the transfer of a business or entity from public to private ownership and control, and Yoste says this is not the case with MTC. Yoste notes that the history of MTC's shareholding is of importance, as the government was not always the only share owner of MTC and has rather, over the years, gradually taken over full ownership of the company. From 1994 to 2017, MTC had 3 shareholders, government under the Namibia Post and Telecom Holdings at 51% shareholding, Swedish development financier Swedfund with 25%, and telecommunications company Telia at 24%. From 2004 to 2006, government was the only shareholder in MTC. From 2006 to 2017, there were 2 shareholders, government with 66% and Portugal Telecom with 34%. As of 2017, government was the only shareholder in MTC, taking up 100% of its ownership.
In August 2018, the MTC shares were sold from Samba Dutchco to MPTH, which resulted in MTC once again becoming a wholly owned subsidiary of MPTH, subject to the license conditions imposed by CRAN. These conditions, inter alia, required MTC to sell a minimum of 49% of its shares to investors and for MTC to become a listed entity.
Now the company is in the process of being listed, and the public have been invited to claim their share in the company. And through the country's pension funds and insurance policies, many Namibians will become shareholders of MTC.
Once listed, the government will continue to receive dividends from MTC for its 51% shareholding, as and when dividends are declared by the board of MTC in the future.
The minister says the first objective is to develop the country's financial sector, which in its current form sees a significant amount of savings leaving the country for investment outlets in other countries. These savings can now be invested at home in MTC. By selling MTC shares to the general public and institutional investors, Yoste says the asset base of MTC is not being changed or affected. The selling of shares simply results in one shareholder being partially replaced by many other shareholders and has no impact on the asset base of MTC.
I disagree with your opinion that government has lost its vision and strategy to run the country. In fact, I believe that the opposite is true, and that you are in fact seeing a progressive, creative approach to mitigate against immediate challenges.
All the information relating to the number and value of applications received and how shares will be allocated will be made public after the public offer closes on 1st November next year. Timo Andreas, NBC News, Parliament.